With the recent buff to guardian animals, making it cost 8 mana instead of 7, I just couldn't resist the urge to play some King Phaoris Hunter. So the idea here is that we use Lorekeeper Polkelt to stack King Phaoris and these big spells on top of the deck. That gives us a pretty juicy turn 10 play with some pretty good follow-up as well. For our beasts, we're playing 2 Teacher's Pet, 2 Lake Thresher, just like Druid does. But we also have access to Crowlusk Bark Stripper, and also an Escaped Mana Saber. To enable the Bark Stripper, we've got a few cheap spells. We've got Carrion Studies, which also has a little bit of synergy with the Teacher's Pet. We've got Tracking, which has synergy with just being a really good card. Explosive Trap is a good anti-aggro spell. And since we're playing 7 decent mid-sized beasts, I think Scavenger's Ingenuity is also a pretty good turn too. Rounding out the mid-game curve, I've got 2 copies of Overconfident Orc to help keep us alive, and 2 Volpera Scoundrel, which is just a pretty good card, and sometimes it gives our King Phaoris some more fuel. I'm also playing 2 copies of True Aim Crescent, which on its own, just as a Light's Justice, is pretty reasonable against aggro. Of course, we can also do some stuff like forcing our Volpera Scoundrel to trade into something. But it's got some additional synergies in this deck too. So we can use the Crescent to force Lake Thresher to attack the turn we play it, and it does get the cleave when that happens, which is pretty strong. And sometimes we can abuse the True Aim Crescent to get an extra mana out of Escaped Mana Saber. And then of course we're also playing Ace Hunter Kreen, great synergy with True Aim Crescent. And sometimes, if you line it up properly, it also has good synergy with the Guardian Animals and the Grand Slam that we're playing. So yeah, this deck has a lot of cute little synergies that all come together. And somehow I am 9-6 with this deck so far. So let's see if we can keep that up.
I will fight with honor. Let the hunt begin.
Other than the Phaoris, I actually like this hand quite a bit. I can see Polkelt being pretty relevant against Paladin.
Nothing but a bunch of big bats.
Dwarven Sharpshooter is definitely better than True Aim Crescent on turn 1. Show me a Flame Imp? Oh, okay. Probably makes sense to just get the True Aim Crescent in play here. I guess I take the Lake Thresher since I have the Crescent. Could end up being pretty good. Although I am likely playing some other pretty tanky minions before this comes down, so might be a little bit awkward with the True Aim Crescent.
I cannot wait to read these.
They cannot stop my work.
I guess I'll just kill that with True Aim Crescent. Hunting Party, copy a Lake Thresher. Oh, buffing my Lake Thresher is probably the way to go.
Gotcha. I hunt alone.
Give this +3/+3. At 7 power, it doesn't quite cleave Libroom of Hope, but it cleaves pretty much anything else.
Reporting for duty.
Mind if I roll knee?
I do have to keep in mind that I've seen neutral cards in his deck, so I don't have to worry about some of the scary pure paladin cards. It's probably a bit early to play Polkelt. I think I would like to coin out Phaoris on 9. I guess it's not actually that early to play Polkelt. I think I play Polkelt next turn. So Polkelt on 5. Thresher on turn 6. I could coin out a Guardian Animals on 7, but I don't think I want to.
Become the hero this world needs. Greatness calls.
That was pretty cool. His spell burst actually just made his weapon worse. This is a pretty appealing Lake Thresher. I think I have to trade this off. And then Lake Thresher like this. That's a pretty scary 7/7. Hopefully he can't play 7 spells this turn, or that one. Honestly though, that's his second Libroom of Justice. I am quite okay with that. Good old Grand Slam. I guess I'll just play a Carrion Studies this turn. Wow, these are pretty awful. We'll go Polkelt here. Turn 7 is Villain plus Orc. Turn 8 is Animals. Turn 9 is Coin King Phaoris. I think that's the appropriate sequence.
In the light's name.
If I get desperate, I can use the coin next turn to activate some Bark Strippers. I probably only really do that though against Libroom of Hope or Blessing of Authority. That looks like Libroom of Hope. Hopefully he at least trades off the broom here so I don't have to hit that with a Bark Stripper. $50-50. Easy. And then I can still just play a Guardian Animals next turn. My King Phaoris will be pretty pathetic, only hitting 2 10-drops, but it's fine, I guess. Oh. Those are, what, 1 Libroom of Hope and then a bunch of Wisdoms. So he can AoE down my Mukla here if he wants. I could try to be really greedy and play Explosive Trap here, but this is a Libroom of Hope, so I would eat 9 damage. Seems not good. Can actually keep the Bark Stripper alive. That's probably good. Is it good? Is there a world where I don't play King Phaoris next turn? Maybe I'd rather have the taunt alive. I guess there is a world, maybe. Oh my god, this is gonna take so fucking long. Whatever, I'll just make the attack. If I hit like a Zixor there, maybe I would have traded with that. Alright, made the attack anyway.
I cannot wait to read these.
Reporting for duty.
Why did he only play 4 of those? Aren't these also Libroom of Wisdoms? Interesting. Well, I've got to just play King Phaoris, right?
Our power is in our
Oh, that guy's good. That one's good too. I guess we just trade in here.
Not my best day on the job.
What does this give? 6 cost. Reasonable. And I believe I have seen both Libroom of Justice. Duck Tracker missed the one from Allura, but I believe that's what I saw. There's no way I'm dead here, right?
reporting for duty.
I believe I have 27. Oh, he still had mana for that, of course. Oh, Ace Hunter Kreen. I mean, Ace Hunter Kreen is probably the pick, right? I could trade this off before playing Kreen, but I don't think I really need to draw the card.
You want my respect?
Well, there's a good chance Ace Hunter Kreen survives for next turn. But I probably still won't get into Grand Slam value with it.
Reporting for duty.
I'm gonna hit him in the face, because that makes him die.
Rexa versus Illidan.
This ends now. Let the hunt begin.
Nice early minions. Explosive is probably not great against most demon hunters. Well, I drew Polkelt, but unfortunately I don't think this is the matchup for it. We'll see though.
I see.
Nothing but a bunch of big bad.
Well, there's an animal without Polkelt. I guess a second carry in studies is okay.
Gotcha.
I probably should have thought a lot more about which 3-drop I was playing here. Generally, I kind of like to save taunts for later, because maybe he feels like he has to deal with this now or something. But the overconfident orc does deal more damage. So, could have been nice to get it in play. It's also pretty hard for him to deal 6 to it this early on. There's the other guardian animals, geez. Well, probably don't need to play Polkelt since I have these already. These are really terrible. Seems like this is the only playable one. Okay. He's still spending a lot of time killing my minions, which I do like to see. Why do I even have Polkelt in my deck? Pretty sure it's gotta be a Kartit defender. I guess I play... Well, I don't really need to heal at all.
If power is what you seek, knowledge is what I provide.
Next turn, I probably just play both of my Death Rattle minions. And then the following turn, it's Guardian Animals, and then Guardian Animals, and then... I don't really have a follow-up to that. But then I can play King Phaoris. He's had a slow enough opener that I might actually get to turn 10 this game. If I push damage here, he's pretty likely to lifesteal some of it. I still think I like trading the Hog Seed though, because sometimes the damage is relevant, but it's also, like, with this being at 5 health, it's a little bit harder to Blade Dance. Sure, protected my guy from that as well. Alright, I think it's animal time. This always goes face, and I probably just want to protect the health of my taunt. I don't care too much about the Bark Stripper spell burst effect.
Alas, poor warlock. Our enemies will fall.
That doesn't draw anything, it looks like. I guess the Bark Stripper ended up being relevant. Oh, that's a hell of a 3-mana beast. Wow, he actually hit the 3 best ones.
A blunder.
Well, I don't have lethal here. Looks like my hero power is not lethal next turn, but in a Grand Slam often will be. And even if it's not, I'm at 30. So, feeling pretty safe at 30. I've actually... I actually don't think I've ever seen that deck fail to deal damage to this degree. I think if he has a Blade Dance here... Well, if the Grand Slam isn't guaranteed lethal, I'd probably play Phaoris.
Our enemies will fall. Alas, poor warlock. Time grows short. Alas, poor warlock.
Did he hit the second Shard Shatter Mystic he was looking for? He did. So yeah, and a Grand Slam is not guaranteed lethal here. I don't know, if I play Phaoris and get like double Sea Giant, he's got 13. I haven't seen any Lapidaries yet. I'm just gonna play in a Grand Slam.
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
Needs to heal for 4.
You possess true power.
Okay, looks like he's just dead to the hero power.
I yield for now. Rexar versus Rexar. Let the hunt begin. Bring it on.
Probably don't need my 10 drop against Hunter. Do I keep Lake Thresher with True Aim Crescent? No way, right? This is a pretty solid hand. The hand got even solider. Die, idiot.
To my side.
I'm gonna win big.
Guardian animals, you say? Sure. Can try to Mana Saber into it.
Nothing but a bunch of big bears.
So if I want to Mana Saber into this, I can't really play the Mana Saber this turn. Let's play some other stuff and see what happens. Zixor. Sure.
Hands up my dice.
Oh, that's kind of annoying. Let's just play the world's most obvious explosive trap. I don't know if he can really do anything about it, even if he knows what it is. Very good explosive.
You here for the tour?
Nothing but a bunch of big bears.
You here for the tour?
That's a lot of stuff. Oh, not 2 Lake Threshers.
I hunt alone.
So next turn I can actually attack with this. It puts me up to 7, and then I can attack with it again with True Aim Crescent and go up to 8. So I can Guardian Animals next turn. Or I can maybe just cleave him with like Thresher, depending on what happens.
Let me work my magic. Magical.
Give me some teacher's pets. Actually, it probably doesn't really matter that much what I hit here. Seems pretty nice to get another taunt in play.
I have trained for days.
Oh wait, this lets me play the like Thresher. I have more weapon charges, so we'll go face. I think he's dead here. Turn 6 Guardian Animals was pretty good this game. Played my 8-mana Spellburst activator there. Had lethal without it. I might have even had lethal on board, but I didn't bother counting.